Over the past few years, several major political figures have been embroiled in shocking court cases involving corruption, money laundering, and criminal breach of trust. But apart from the dark connection of politics and business, there is one other thing linking all of these cases together. One thing that some of us might have missed. At the center of each case is a foundation, or yayasan, which has been used as a tool to channel money into the political system. From these cases, we now clearly see that foundations can be and are abused by those in power. How did we get here? And why did we not see this before? Let's start with the basics. What are foundations? In Malaysia, foundations fall under the umbrella definition of charities set up for activities such as alleviating poverty, promoting religion, and sponsoring education. They can be registered as a non-profit organization monitored by the Registrar of Societies of Malaysia, or as a company monitored by the Companies Commission of Malaysia. There are also cases of unregistered foundations. So how and why are these charitable institutions used for political motives, which in some cases have involved corruption? There are several key reasons. Firstly, because foundations are far from the view of the general public and oversight institutions such as the Electoral Commission, they can be used to quietly raise funds during campaign and non-campaign periods. Secondly, no law requires donations to politically linked foundations to be publicly disclosed. There is also no legal requirement for foundations to publicly declare their donations to political parties or politicians. Thirdly, current laws which oversee the financing of election campaigns pay no heed to the flow of funds from foundations. Lastly, there is no disclosure about the sponsors of these foundations and how funds are channeled by them to parties or politicians. The people who get access to these funds and how they are used within the political system are issues that are not publicly known. Because of how integral money is to political power in Malaysia, all of these reasons make foundations an attractive way for politicians to accumulate money in less transparent ways. Why is this a problem? Simply put, an unregulated flow of money into politics increases the risk of corruption. Recent court cases involving top politicians have revealed that foundations handle staggering sums of money which are prone to abuse. Zahid Hamidi's Yayasan Akal Budi case involved 31 million ringgit that was allegedly misappropriated. Tengku Adnan Tengku Mansor, as chairman of Yayasan Wilayah Persekutuan, was allegedly involved in unscrupulous land deals expected to register profits of 138 million ringgit for the foundation. In 2018, Lembaga Tabung Haji lodged a police report over Yayasan Tabung Haji's 2017 programs, where over 22 million ringgit was allegedly disbursed for politically linked activities. This happened when Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahim was the chairman of Lembaga Tabung Haji. In addition, large corporations donate millions to politically linked foundations. This by itself is not wrong, but some companies have been found to donate in exchange for political favors. We need to reform how politics is financed in Malaysia, especially when it comes to foundations. Many other politicians are also on the board of their own foundations. Are all of these foundations as charitable and accountable as they should be? Should politicians serving the public office and their families control foundations that are beyond public scrutiny? If Malaysia is truly to ever escape from money politics, patronage and corruption, we must also start paying close attention to foundations and the politicians who run them. For an in-depth look at connections between donations to foundations and political financing in Malaysia, read C4 Centre's report, Foundations and Donations, Political Financing, Corruption and the Pursuit of Power, available at c4centre.org.